Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
That's not good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Hooker on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 73 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's blocked. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And it is clear. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Backing down at the 49. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They run over center with Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not.
Oh, man. What did I stop?
One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A quick burst, nicely bit off, a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Gibbs here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. When you look at the Saints defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Gibbs is
look
in
at
for
that.
Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they run a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Saints at 2-8 now on the year, but they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mitchell. Gets through and now an opening. Still on his feet. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 22. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a line that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. Hooker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a
what
punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over.
That shit was funny.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hooker setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Complete, it's Dotson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Hooker sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That ball caught by Slayton. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And they bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Stays on his feet. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Williams, a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On third down, here's Gibbs. Powers through it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing. Hooker. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going for it. It's Mitchell. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. The give, right side for Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape. His back has been a dependable safety valve all games. They went back to him when his first ring was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Moving inside the 20. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. This is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught with St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll work down inside the 45.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second down and 8. Now they try the right side here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In motion left comes Williams. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Hooker's going to throw it.
Oh, come on, man. That should have been big. In his fucking hands. Jeez.
Defense knows 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no low.
You might have to check you got the punter as the kicker, because that shit happens to me sometimes.
Special teams, and when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
They tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. 112 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They run over to with Mitchell. They're going to stuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw.
Nice catch.
And it's going to be another
I thought he was going to overthrow it.
Get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted.
I don't know why I keep on throwing them, man. I should have ran the ball.
Here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's 1st down. Throwing here is Hooker.
Oh!
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
Ah, man, I don't know how many interceptions I dropped. I don't know how many interceptions I dropped.
Time on the clock, you having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. First things first, before you think about launching the ball down the field, we got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Hooker. Dotson, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Huge 1st down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. Loses the football.
Oh, yeah.
DB's has it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Saints 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the run to seal a victory for him.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win, it feels extra special, but to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the 2nd half.